What we see very often is founders build something or like tech business that is going for a while, but they don't see a lot of people paying them. So they try and guessing which features to add that people will start paying them. And that actually creates the opposite effect because the obviously platform becomes more and more confusing, like how to use it, because you're adding constantly things to that. And you actually can have the opposite effect and paying people like confused with it and actually even less people paying you.
Yeah, it's like if you have any question about what it is you should build or need to build, it's a clear indicator you need to do some research and speak with your customers and define.
I mean, we're gonna sound like a broken record, I think, in many of those.
I think we already do.
If you are not sure what's going on, talk to your users in a specific way. Of course, we always say. Okay, so reason number 7, we build too many features is the fear of missing out and being behind your competition, so pressure from competition. So I've seen it many times, and it's not just for startups, it's for big companies or middle-sized companies. They like to look at what competitors are doing and copying exactly what the competitors have and putting in their platform.
Yeah.
Have you seen that, Simon?
Yeah, let's all just make the same thing.
Yeah, so everybody has the same platform.
Yeah, it always frazzles my mind when I'm with the big company, and that is the kind of approach. What's the competitors doing? Because often, if it's not in the tech sector, the business is way behind in what they could do with tech. So I would always look at, okay, what's actually happening in the startup world, because the solutions are light years ahead of certain sectors. So yeah, I think looking at competitors is. Yeah.
I mean, it's one thing you can do for sure. I mean, I remember one project I worked on, and we even had a whole table of different features and which competitors have it and which competitors don't have it.
There's a whole strategy. Yeah, there's a process of competitor analysis, and that is helpful maybe if you're in a really crowded market and you want to go, okay, where can we become like a differentiator?
Well, that's not why they were doing that. They just wanted to copy exactly every possible feature that competitor has.
Yeah, but that's the point of doing competitor analysis, is to go, okay, what features are covered?
Yeah.
And how can we be different and like slice out a piece of this pie?
I mean, to a certain degree, I understand this approach because you want to, in some cases, like you said, in the very complex platforms, you might just want to make sure that you offer the same thing as your competitor and more.
Yeah.
Totally makes sense.
Yeah.
But if we just take whatever competitor have and implement on our platform without validating if it's applicable for our customers, there's a couple of things, right?
Another good point there.
Well, first of all, we never know if this particular feature really works for a competitor, right? They might have, only because they have feature doesn't mean that actually brings money, that feature. So we potentially might be copying something that doesn't bring any money.
Yeah.
Right. And
second of all, if in the industry, every business is looking at their competitors.
Yes, we'll end up with exactly the same thing, right? But the other problem with this is that we will never have any differentiation if we just copying the competitors, right? Mm-hmm. So we're not going to have anything that makes us different. And understanding how to be different comes not from your competitors, it comes from actually users and understanding what actually users want. Okay, so copying from competitors can create this endless list of features. And that happens with everyone, big companies, small companies, anyone.